Everyone, it's Mariners Fanatic back with another YouTube video, and in this one, we're going to be doing MLB The Show all-time Seattle Mariners team. This is a fun one I like to get into, and looking at the squad, we've got Griffey Sr. in left, finally finished the collections for Griffey to put him out there in center field, Mitch Haniger in right field, John Olerud at first base, Chris Taylor at second, Ketel Marte at short, Kyle Seager at third, Mike Zunino catching, Dylan Moore, Edgar Martinez, Nelson Cruz, Tom Murphy, and Kyle Lewis on the bench. Moving over to the rotation, we've got Felix, Paxton, Cliff Lee, Logan Gilbert, and Yusei Kikuchi. Most people might not expect to see Cliff Lee there, but he was a Mariner for a short time, and he was pretty good for us. Moving to the bullpen, we've got Castillo, and then Colome, Doolittle, Cishek, Graveman, Diaz, Seawald, and Rich Gossage, or otherwise known as Goose Gossage. Not many people knew he played for the Mariners, but he did. He was like 40 years old. But, yep, so that's going to be the bullpen and the rest of the squad. Overall, the bullpen's not too bad. Rotation should be fine as long as we get in the right matchups. And without further ado, go ahead and jump into a game here. This was just my second attempt, so this year I've been much better at getting these videos done quicker. Last year it took me a while to get some good gameplays. Jumping right into the game here with Trey Turner leading off with a flyout on the very first pitch of the game. I will say this game is more entertaining than the previous MLB The Show video I did. There's a little bit more action throughout the game. Last gameplay was fun because it was, almost a no-hitter, and then the walk-off kind of there at the end was fun. But overall, not a whole lot of offense going on in that game. But you'll see a little bit more in this game. I still suck at hitting, but that'll never change. So, Ketel Marte up to the plate to start off the game. He's starting Walker Buehler on the mound. Got an elevated sinker there and hit it the other way for a leadoff double. Just how we started off our last gameplay. Kelnick had that leadoff double. Then Chris Taylor up to bat. First pitch, 2-run bomb, and they're getting it going right away. At this point, I was like, oh, here we go. This is going to be a good game. Things changed throughout. I won't spoil it. But, yeah, things didn't go quite how I expected. Griffey down in the count, just got a little bit over top that fastball there, but a great swing. And I was seeing the ball really well off of Buehler here in the early game. Again, good timing, but just a little bit off with the PCI. Haniger rolls over to first base. And then Seager worked a nice count, got him almost to 20 pitches in this first inning. Again, good timing, just a little bit off with the PCI. So that ends the first inning with a 2-0 lead. And you can see where I put that pitch, and it just kind of didn't quite go all the way inside where I wanted it. Hung it there for that leadoff single, and then the changeup again did not get where I wanted that to. And he blasted that changeup, hung right there in the middle of the plate for a 2-run homer, and just like that, it's tied back up. At this point, I was like, oh no, this is going to be a barn burner. But again, this game did not go how I expected. Fly out there. After giving up 2 runs right off the bat, I was like, oh, great. This game's going to be a mess. But then we get 2 straight outs, and we're back in a groove. Real Muto here grounds out with a nice play from Chris Taylor. deep in the hole there to end the inning. John Olerud leads off the bottom of the second. And I just, again, PCI was a little bit off throughout this whole game. That one I was late in comparison to my first inning. But yeah, the PCI was just off all game. Griffey Sr. up to the plate. Again, missed that one. Hung curveball, and I don't know what I was doing. I just missed it. So we head to the top of the third, and he pinch hits for Walker Buehler. Immediately takes him out of the game and brings Shohei in, which I knew was not good because with the new Shohei card, a lot of people are using him this way. They'll start a guy, and then they'll take him out at his first time that he's up to the plate, and they'll just put in Shohei for as long as they can. You know, it can be effective, but we're able to get 2 quicker outs there, and then a line drive base hit from Brandon Crawford to get a guy on with 2 outs. Then Fernando Tatis comes up to the plate. 0-0 pitch, and I'm like, oh crap. I'm running it down. Griffey leaps and makes the catch to rob Tatis of a 2-run homer. Swing and a miss there. Shohei is now on the mound. Not expecting too much out of Felix in that at bat. But Ketel comes up to the plate for his second at bat, and I'm on time for the splitter, but just rolled it over. Chris Taylor back up to the plate, and I get a fastball up and away. I line into right field. Chris Taylor already having a monster game. And then Griffey, oh man, if that pitch was just a little bit in on the plate more, that would have been a 2-run homer. But a deep fly out to right field. And then again, you know, sometimes meter pitching, I just prefer using it because I'm more comfortable with it, but sometimes you get some real hangers, and that pitch was not where I wanted it to be at all. But even though we couldn't get Harper out, we get Mantle out. That was huge, as this 4-5-6 he had was a little bit of a gauntlet at times. We get Muncy to strike out for out number 2. Moving right along, Danny Santana up to the plate. Line drive over the head in the shift there, Seager. And just threw to first for fun, whatever. Realmuto up to the plate. Again, we get him to roll over. And that ends the 4th inning. Down by 1. Mitch Haniger comes up to the plate. And again, good timing, but same thing as the first at bat, rolling over to first base there. Seager, I just got absolutely dotted there. That was a great pitch on his part. And then Olerud up to the plate. Gets a little bit of a dunk shot there into left field with 2 outs. See if I can try and get something going. I worked the count with Zunino, and then he absolutely dots one there on the outside corner. Beautiful pitch from Shohei. And here he's up to the plate, and I get him to roll over first or to second base there for the first out, and then Trey Turner back up to the plate, and I get him swinging for out number 2. I held down Turner pretty well in this game. Usually that's a guy that you got to keep in check because if he gets on base, you're going to have a rough game. But we go through the 5th there, still down 3-2, and I decided to take Felix out of the game. He only had about 50 pitches through 5, but I decided it was time. I played my bench really well in this game. You'll see it later on. Edgar rolls over to first base there. Unfortunately, that splitter is just hard for me to lay off of. Brings up Ketel Marte to the plate. And a perfect into left field. Another 2-out hit. Unfortunately, I had a few of those where I was like, I definitely could have started the inning off with that. Chris Taylor already 2-for-2 game. Up to the plate. Line drive. Perfect, perfect into right field. Taylor's now 3-for-3. Griffey up to the plate here. And, just for fun, I was like, screw it, I'm stealing. And I thought that ball was going to be gone. I really did. And, just a little bit off of it. Fouls it away. I'm stealing again. He double pumps, doesn't throw it, whatever. Double steal, pulled off, trying to get both runners in a scoring position. And then he keeps dotting that fastball. There's not much I can do with that pitch. My PCI was on it. I was just a little bit late. Great pitches there. So go ahead and bring in Sean Doolittle here in the top of the sixth. And I get a line out from Tatis there. And here comes Harper. Slider supposed to be down and away, and it just sits middle. I could not get Harper out in this game. Chris Taylor 3-for-3 on my side. Bryce Harper 3-for-3 on his side. So now I'm down 4-2, and I'm like, dang it. Fly out there from Mantle for out number 2. And I mean, this was the whole reason why I brought Doolittle into the game, was to face Harper and Muncy. Couldn't get Harper, but I was able to get Muncy to roll over, and we head to the bottom of the sixth. Mitch Haniger up to the plate now. Again, good timing on 3 straight at bats, but I just could not get a hit with him. Rough game for the middle of the order. A dot of a fastball there. Outside the zone, but tough to leave to that point. Griffey, Mitch, and Seager were all over. And then Olerud grounds out to end the sixth. Top of the seventh here. Monster swing there by Danny Santana, but he doesn't quite get enough of it. Stays in the yard. 0-2 count to Real Muto. Pitch in the dirt. Gets him swinging for out number 2. And then he pinch hits for Shohei, which I was very surprised, and brings in Soto, which was also interesting, lefty on lefty. And I get him to fly out. 1-2 pitch here. Good sinker from Wainwright. Brings in Wainwright to pitch. Again, did not have a great game hitting with Griffey Sr. I've hit better with him in the past, but not in this game. Pinch hit Kyle Lewis here, and he gets a nice double down the line. Like, all right, we're cooking. Another 2-out hit, unfortunately, but it's still something. Ketel Marte up to the plate. Little dinker, and he tries to go and tag me. And Ketel's able to beat out the throw. I was super confused why he did that. I worked the count with Chris Taylor, and he delivers again. 4-for-4. Double down the line. I was wanting to score Marte there too, but just not enough speed. If that ball's to right field, maybe he scores, but not to left. Griffey up to the plate again, and I cannot clutch it up. He kind of bailed me out a little bit, gave me a run there. Why not just throwing to first to get Kittel out, but a run's a run. So we bring in Steve Cishek. We get Trey Turner out again. Turner was 0 in this game for him, which is huge. And then we get Crawford to pop out. And here is Tatis. We get him swinging, heading to the bottom of the 8th. Haniger up to the plate. Again, good swing, line drive right at the first baseman. Seager up to the plate. And pretty good swing, but tough location. He was dotting those corners pretty well, and deep fly out to center field for out number 2. Bringing in Dylan Moore to pinch hit for John Olerud. Got up in the count 2-0, but probably should have swung at that. That was late anyways. Harper up to the plate again. Line drive into right field. Leading off the 9th inning. Not a great start. We get Mantle to fly out, which was huge. I was really worried about that at bat for 1 out. Now Muncy, another dangerous hitter up to the plate. Trying to get this ball down, and it sits up way more than I wanted it to. I was a little annoyed there. I definitely could have had him at third base, but the cutoff was not. I don't know what was up with that, but it just wasn't played right. Trying to get this sinker in. I actually get it where I want it to, but he gets a nice swing on the ball, and I just missed that perfect throw. Maybe it could have gotten him at third. I don't know. But another run scores, and now we're down 5-3. 0-2 on Real Muto. Get him to pop out. And now we head to the bottom of the 9th. 1-2 count. Gregory Soto on the hill. Zanino with the line drive. Here's where it's getting interesting. I pinch hit for Nelson Cruz, and he puts in Aaron Loop. I thought he was going to bring in a right-handed pitcher. He does not, and Cruz makes him pay. 2-run homer to tie the game at 5 in the bottom of the 9th. Here again, I pinch hit Tom Murphy for my pitcher. Line drive up the middle, and he whiffs. Makes an error there at second base. Trey Turner had a horrible game on the field and at the batter's box. And then Marte. Perfect line drive. I'm like, please get down, and it gets past him. And I'm like, oh, I have to score. I knew I had nobody out, so if he didn't score, it wasn't a big deal. And he throws to third. And I walk it off with Ketel Marte. Now, he probably wouldn't have gotten me anyways, but hey, that was a fun game. I was really annoyed. I was like, I should not be losing to this guy. I was missing pitches, locations, and then I was just missing some good PCI, good swings, just a little bit off the whole game there. But we get the job done. Tom Murphy scores the winning run. There's a look at his box score and the pitching there. Moving over to my stats. Hernandez, then Doolittle and Cishek. And yep, Chris Taylor's player of the game there. Ketel Marte with the walk-off, 3 for 5. And we get the dub. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, don't look to me for MLB The Show tips. I'm not the best player, but I have fun playing the game. I enjoy it. Also, in that game, I was at home in my Creative Stadium. So if you are on Next Gen console and you want to check out my Creative Stadium, it is called Cedar Field. It's my childhood field that I played at growing up, and I was pretty proud of it. So if you feel like checking that out, then go right ahead. We'll do one more MLB The Show video once opening day rosters are settled. But other than that, might not see too much more MLB The Show content. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Mariners Fanatic, out.